Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Budgeting when you're living a frugal life is really important. It's been a while since I did a budget video. It was back in 2025. So now here we are, July of 2026. My budget has changed, my income has changed, my expenses have changed. So I thought I'd give you a budget update on frugal living. Stick around. Okay, let's start with the big picture. As you can see here, this is the budget for 2026, last revised on June 1st. 65% of my income, $3,966 per month. 65% is covering my monthly expenses. 23% covers my sinking funds. Those are dollars that I set aside every month for a future payment on something, and $500 a month for savings. So that's 13% goes into savings, 23% into my sinking fund, and 65% into monthly expenses. Here are my monthly expenses with that total income, $3,966. These are my set costs each month. My HOA is $430. I give $75 a month to charity. I pay $60 for internet access. My subscriptions, including memberships, video streaming, music streaming, etc., $76 a month. Garbage, $44 a month, although that gets paid every other month at $88. And health insurance through the ACA, that's $378. 2 mobile phones, that's $35, and $90 here. That's for my daughter. That's her allowance. That's clothing, that's makeup, that's shoes, whatever I need to spend on her. Variable costs. Food, I've recently cut that from $425 down to $400 per month. Water and sewer at $120, that tracks pretty well. Electricity, I'm a little above in June. That's because AC was being used. Natural gas, I'm quite a bit below because the furnace is not being used. Gasoline in transit, my home or yard, potted plants, things like that. My personal clothing and hobbies, $70 a month. Entertainment, this is for both of us. And that is $128 was spent in June. That covers things like movies, eating out, delivery, food delivery, if I, order pizza or something like that, entry fees to whether it's museums or a fair or whatever. That's entertainment. $50 a month budgeted for my pharmaceuticals or doctor copays. $20 a month for visits to the vet, which haven't happened lately, and $25 a month for haircuts, styling, things like that. I have no budget for credit cards. I did get a sudden unexpected charge on one of my credit cards, which I did not expect, so I just paid it off. It was for AARP annual membership. I forgot about that. And then miscellaneous costs, whatever doesn't fit somewhere else gets thrown in here, $164. So that's total expenses, both fixed costs and variable costs, of $2,566 per month, of which I actually spent for June $2,343. So what about what's missing? You may have noticed in my budget, there's no mortgage or rental payment. That's because when I downsized, I managed to pay cash for my home. My home is paid off. So the only living expenses that I really have are my taxes, my property taxes, and my homeowners association. Those are required, but I don't have a mortgage. You'll also notice I have no significant credit card debt. Anything that goes on a credit card gets paid off each month, and that's pretty rare. And then also I have no more car payment. I did buy a new car a little more than 5 years ago, an electric car. That saves me money too. Paid off my car in January, just before I retired. So that's zero now. On the negative side, before retirement, I had health insurance through the university. I don't anymore. I have to purchase it through the Health Marketplace, ACA. And so that $450 car payment has been replaced by a $378 premium for my health insurance. So now, savings. I save about $350, sometimes a little more, for travel. A general savings, goes into like emergency fund and things like that, $100 or more. This little bit here, Vanguard, I sometimes play with stock market mutual funds on my own outside my main investment funds. Sometimes I put $50 a month in there. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I move that elsewhere. So basically savings is about $500 a month, and I put $550 into savings in June. And last of all, my sinking funds. So expenses that happen every 6 months or every 12 months. Home and auto insurance is about $100 a month. That easily covers both. Property taxes is the vast majority of this. Our property taxes in my state are absolutely insane. $750 a month. And auto license fees, tabs. The DMV only requires that you renew your tabs every other month in my state. So with my 2 vehicles saving $50 a month into sinking funds, that covers every other year funding my tabs. So that's a total of $900 into my sinking fund. Total for the budget, $39.66, which matches my income. And in this particular month of June, I spent $37.92, which is $172 less. So that is cash that I will forward into the next month. It'll be present if I go over. So that's my budget and where it stands as of June. Big takeaways on this. I think budgeting is important. I have used a budget to govern my spending for probably close to 20 years. But I will say, when I left teaching, I became even more strict. First of all, because my budget dropped. I took a 20% pay cut when I left teaching and went into the university. And I had to, be even more careful about how I spent my money. I had to downsize because I gave up, I sold my big home and I bought a modest size home. I had to adapt. And now I'm retired, and I feel like those habits that I built are even more important now. It gives me peace of mind. I guess I'm a control freak. There have been times in my life when I was not controlling my spending. I sleep much better now, knowing that I wake up and I'm debt-free and all my bills are getting paid either automatically or by me, and it's on time. So that's my budget. I hope you have found this worthwhile. I hope it has helped you in some way, shape, or form. And if you appreciate this sort of video, please do like and subscribe to help me build my channel. I appreciate your time and your attention, and I hope you have a good week.